Oh, what are assets? Oh, what are liabilities? This is a discussion I hear often, not even in financial circles, but in normal circles. People think a lot of things are assets when they're really not, and people think a lot of things are liabilities when they're actually not. So in this video, we're going to go over ways to differentiate them and actually real life examples that are going to help you differentiate between the two. Alright, the one that's not so fun, but I see far more often is a liability. A liability is this: anything that takes money out of your pocket on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. My stomach is a liability. No. Some people believe their homes are liabilities, or are assets. In essence, they're actually liabilities. Because think about it. You pay your mortgage, your property taxes, your homeowner's insurance, whatever more, repair, maintenance, that is a liability. That is not an asset. A liability takes money out of your pocket every month to support the liability. Yes, you can sell the home and perhaps make a profit, but that does not make it an asset. That's the big differentiator. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. A home is not an asset. A vehicle is not an asset. Now, let me use this. If your home you are renting out for in some nature, then that has become a asset. It is not a liability anymore because now you are earning money is coming to you because you own this. A vehicle the same way. It is a liability. Insurance, fuel, maintenance, the car payment, whatever you have, that is a liability. Unless you are driving and making money for it, or renting it, or whatever it is, unless you're using it in some nature to put money in your pocket, liability. So do not think that a home is an asset. That is the biggest differentiator. It is a liability. It takes money out of your pocket and does not give you anything in return besides the ability to drive or the ability to live somewhere, which is a good thing. However, this discussion of your home is your biggest asset, stop. No more. Stop. And then we have assets. Assets are something that puts money in your pocket. So, cash flowing real estate, your job more or less, which we'll get to another topic. I think trading money for time is complete suicide long term, but it's putting money in your pocket. Anything that puts money in your pocket, not something that takes money out of your pocket. A business you own. Those are, hopefully it's putting money in your pocket, or it's not successful. It's putting money in your pocket. The big differentiator is an asset puts money in your pocket on a regular basis. A liability takes it away. And that's the issue with most people who have a poor mindset but want to look rich. Just because you own a imported vehicle or a fancy looking house or a very nice designer suit does not mean you're rich. I remember being young and thinking those around me were so rich because they drove a nice car, their parents had big homes, and then the crash of '08 hit, and as a teenager, I saw many people foreclose on their homes. I saw all these for sale signs, and I didn't really understand it until I spoke to people a lot older than me and said, well, this is what happens. Simply because you have stuff, simply because you make an income, does not actually make you wealthy. And that's the big difference. Your wealth is not based upon the amount of money you make, it's the amount of money you keep and use to grow. Imagine your money like this. Your money is the army, is your army of money, AOM, army of money. And you want your soldiers to go to battle. It's a war all the time. You want them to go to battle and come back with prisoners of war, other money. When you put your money somewhere and it either sits or is spent and you never see it again, your soldiers died in battle. And you have to really, really make this very, very visual. I literally think of sending my best friends out. Sending George out to war, our first president, to war. And I want George to bring about all his friends. Well, his enemies if they're going to war, but all of his friends back because we're going to have a good old time in my accounts. growing for some more. So think about this. We're at war and you want your fellow money soldiers to bring back prisoners of war. You don't want them to die at war. If they die at war, you're not going to be safe for anything. Assets, liabilities. You want to grow your assets. And that's what I see so many people growing their liabilities, believing their assets, believing that it's enriching their life in some way. But in reality, a $500 a month car payment is only enriching one person, and that is the person that gave you the loan. Because you probably could have bought a less expensive car for a less expensive payment, or cash. Sometimes buying cash is better. Sometimes not. So you're enriching their life with the interest. However, you're now stuck with this car payment for 60 months at $500 a month. I see this all the time for people who literally have vehicles that are worth as much as they make in a year. Why would you buy a $50,000 car if you make $50,000 a year? That is called being underwater, upside down, something you do not want if you want financial independence or financial freedom. And it's not a goal to everybody, but I think most people watching this video are going to think, I do want financial freedom. I do want financial independence. You want to keep on growing the assets. The liabilities, the fancy cars, the fancy stuff, the stuff that makes you look rich does not actually mean you are rich. Rich is a mindset. Rich is something that if someone inherited $5 million with a poor mindset, they will be broke within a few years because they don't know how to deal with it. However, a rich person may not have a ton of money. However, their mindset allows them to manage the money they have effectively, and they're able to, as the money comes, to keep it and to send their soldiers off to war to bring back more, as opposed to sending their soldiers off to war to the car dealership and dying every single month over and over again. So you want to continue growing your assets, whether that be real estate, some type of securities, investment, stocks, bonds, things of that nature. But that money that keeps on coming in is going to be what you can build your lifestyle upon, not the money that goes out. Build your assets, limit your liabilities as much as possible, and you are on your way.